You're absolute legend if you watch more than 5 minutes. I would make a round of applause, but I think a round of applause ends here, but I'm the bad guy, I told you. I have to be honest with you. This video I'm gonna show my bad side. I'm gonna show the bad side of myself. So we are preparing to start the race. We are at the end, not the best place to be, because you have to fight through a lot of noobs, a lot of people. I'm a noob myself. I can't call myself even average, I think. I'm not the fastest, I'm not the best, I'm not the safest, I'm not the most calm drivers, but these two guys are not the calmest either. So a lot of people just can't make up their mind where they want to exist on a racetrack. So I find myself gaining a couple of positions, and another guy just goes off the track, decides that this race isn't for him, really. So we will go really safely at the first corners of Nürburgring. I like to do that. I don't like to go at the mid of the position of the track or inside. I like to go for the outside, at least for the first couple of corners. So here I find myself, I don't know in which place, but as I told, I gained a couple of positions. So Rammer is on the left side, the Lamborghini. So almost in the Lambo, who was caught up on the side of the racetrack. So we lose a position just purely by that almost an incident. So the Lexus will go really slowly. I don't know, he was I guess afraid from the turn going into the Schumacher S on the outside. So almost in the back of the Porsche. I'm really risking this, but usually it goes well. It's not that bad, but the Rammer is still around, and I was really aware of his presence. But he will not be the villain of the race. Spoilers, I'm gonna be the villain of the race, but at the one point we go 3 wide, and I will prevail as the victor of 3 of us. So we go side by side with the BMW. He will, I don't know, lift the throttle. I wasn't really sure why he did that. I wasn't the faster guy, but we will go and try to hold the inside line, and almost we could get a look on the Saurus, but we get I think it was this one with the BMW was purely my mistake. I was turning in on him, so that's why the incident happened. It wasn't his fault, as I feel. It has happened to me multiple times. And also, while we are catching up, I want to thank you for watching, for spending your time on my videos. I don't even know why the hell would you watch my videos. It's nothing here, man. But anyways, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for anticipating my videos and clicking on them. You're absolute legend if you watch more than 5 minutes. I would make a round of applause, but I think a round of applause ends here. But I'm the bad guy, I told you. But looking back at that incident, it was really a case of myself not recognizing that he's really slowing down so much before the turn. As you can see in the box, the replay box, it wasn't either of our faults. It was just him deciding to go really slowly into the hairpin, and me not recognizing that he is really almost stopping at the turn, at the start of the turn. You usually trail brake into the hairpin, so that's that's just what happened. But I felt like an absolute ass. So those guys are assing each other out, as it's just happening. Bad stuff happens during the races, and not necessarily everybody that goes into incidents is a bad guy. It just happens. There's nothing I wouldn't I don't know, the guy will just go off the track. I was anticipating that I would have a little bit of fighting with him for the position, but he decided to end the race right there and then. So we find ourselves behind Jones, and this guy could be interesting to, would have been interesting to have a fight, because his pace wasn't that bad. It was consistent with few mistakes, and that's why I gained the position on him. And maybe his car is damaged, I don't know. But the guy was holding on to me. So here, Mr. Noel, number 48 Porsche, was really extremely slow on a backstraight section, and we will be overtaken by the Jones. And yet again, I have that chance to fight it out with Jones, maybe gain that position rightfully, as I was anticipating before. And here is my chance to gain that position as interesting as I can. So here, at the first turn, we take a really tight line, abusing that, mostly not abusing the curb, and a little bit too wide. I would like to go a little bit straighter out of that turn, but here we take the good line, really nice, just following through, nothing special. We don't get to power as early as I would have liked, and here really toe to toe, me and Jones, we both of us have almost the same pace. So if he doesn't make any mistakes, I think there would be only hot lapping time trial session. So he's braking into the corner as it's supposed to. As you can see, the BMW was the one I punted into, wasn't really doing it right, but I should have avoided that, anticipated. You can't anticipate everything, it's not possible, so thus the shit happens. So here I kinda would love to get a positioning, but he's defending his position really good, as I thought. It wasn't bad, so we will try, maybe go faster here out of the chicane. This is really fast GP chicane, or is it? I don't know which one, which track layout it is. I think it's GP. So here might be interesting that he goes really deep, and we again gain back what we lost at the few mistakes that I had, as also the AMG is really a fast car on a throttle, so I have to manage my exiting speed really good. The exit out of the corners I have to manage much better than he does, but the braking zones are my strength, as Bentley is known for good braking, good trail braking ability for the car. I'm just rocking the basic aggressive setup. It's nothing special. So yet again, the Jones, he's really prevailing at braking. As you can see, he tried to brake a little bit later, maybe just as late as myself, but it didn't work out for him, and purely by mistake, yet again, we get the position done. Not the best and not the most interesting way, but we started out now the last lap. As you can see, we are in 6th place, so that's the tribute to SuperGT. Might be, I don't know. So clap, and let's do this nice tribute to SuperGT as we end in 6th place. And as you can see, the McLaren is really happy with the 5th place. I would have been a little bit more happier, I think. I don't know. Or is it okay? Is it okay? What I'm even on, I don't know. But here we will start the race in Monza in last place. Almost last, I don't know if the last or not. But momentarily we were dead last. So here we go 3 wide at one point. And the Jaguar right there will yield the position altogether. So we gain 1 position for now. The Lexus on the left will give us space that we need, so really nice. Nobody, not up front, not on the left. Everybody is safe, so I'm gonna be total jackass. Yet again, I will feel really bad. The Olsen Vantage GT3 will not yield the positioning. We will trail brake into the inside, but the Vantage GT3 will just turn in on us. And yet again, I felt so bad. I felt really bad. As you can see in the chat menu, there was his message really and really. So usually when you see the 2D map right here as it is, usually you can see that somebody is behind you or beside you, and you just have to give space. There's nothing you can do. If you will turn in on my bumper, you will just spin. There's nothing I can do. So we gained a position on Ferrari also right there on a Parabolica. So we find ourselves behind the Lexus, and I'm really trying. So he's squirming about all around the circuit after the second chicane. So we will go for the 5th place on a tiny lunge up the first Nesmo. So we will gain that position, and really good, kinda. I feel bad a little bit for the Olsen. I would have liked to go really cleanly, as this race will be really satisfying besides that. So Konoko is the next one, and 2 guys really fighting it out for the track positioning. It's really not needed. You just have to continue the race. If stupid mistakes happen, you just have to continue the race. You don't have to stop for anybody. Otherwise, if the race is close between guys, you will just surprise somebody by braking at the nonsense way on middle of the track. If you will just, so that you would yield the position to the guy that you kinda punted or spun, you will just make another mess if you do that. I suggest strongly to just keep on racing. The guy will catch you if he is faster, the faster guy. So here we find ourselves in 3rd place, as those 2 guys fighted it out at last lap in the first corner. So we lap later, I find myself right behind Konoko, and he will not also be the fastest guy around. So we will go for the inside line. I'm really primed for the position, and I will not yield the inside line. Little nudge. It was my fault. As you can see, I was just turning in, but this is the angry move I see. He will just punt me, so I'm drifting all about, but he will give me the position back. I think that was stupid. He should have just kept on going. I know what was coming for me when I turned in at the second part of the second chicane. I know what happens when you turn in on somebody. You don't have to touch the inside. You don't have to try to overtake faster than your car mechanically can do. You just have to you just have to wait for your car to be in front, and then go straight ahead, or change your positioning. Usually turning in on somebody doesn't really apply to a good outcome. So that was it for this race. I found myself in third place as the Hansen. We caught up with Hansen. I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have a good fight with this one, and he just went into the pit. I think he had a mandatory, or I don't know, maybe the fuel went out. But this was the race, and I hope you can forgive me. I'm a bad guy. Tribute to SuperGT, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye.